This is Tara. She's an animatronic from the early 2000s created by John Bergeron as part of an ambitious attempt to build what he called the world's first pop star android. The song you just heard was originally released to DVD under the title Android's Music Videos Volume 1, and then it disappeared. For years, Tara and her music faded into obscurity until late 2009, when a YouTuber user named CreepyBlog uploaded the video under a new name, I Feel Fantastic. No description, no explanation, and no context at all. That was all it took. This was still the early internet, when information was spread through forums, not fact checks, when confidence mattered more than evidence, and if somebody sounded convincing enough, entire communities would form around their ideas, expanding them, reshaping them, and turning speculation to something that felt real. And that's exactly what happened here. CreepyBlog didn't just repost the entire DVD, instead, he uploaded a single track, a song called Please. It's arguably the strangest in the bunch, set in a sterile, empty house with cheerful lyrics that slowly warp into something darker, even begging the viewer to leave, to run far away.
You seem fantastic, hey, hey, hey. Run, 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 please, 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 you are fantastic.
With that alone, you can already hear the furious clacking of a conspiracy forum firing up. But the video itself isn't what caused the explosion. It was the description. A tiny block of text, often overlooked, nearly impossible to find now unless you use the Wayback Machine. In it, CreepyBlog referenced a prolific figure in Greek mythology, Pygmalion. You see, Pygmalion was a sculptor from ancient Cyprus, a province in the Mediterranean. He believed that all living women were tainted and unworthy of love, so he chose a life of celibacy. Ironically, however, he sculpted a statue so fair and so beautiful that he fell in love with it, and that single detail drew some very dire parallels. As the video spread, internet sleuths from around the world left no stone unturned. They examined every frame, every lyric, every strange little detail, and slowly, an idea began to take shape. What if Tara was a modern version of Pygmalion's creation? A figure someone built and eventually fell in love with, but unlike her ancient counterpart, Tara could speak. So why was she warning you to leave? And more importantly, why was she telling you to run? The entire video is about 2 minutes and 31 seconds long, but for 12 of those seconds something extremely strange occurs. Something so bizarre that, considering the context, it manages to overshadow the creepiness in everything else in the video. That alone is an impressive feat. After Tara pleads over 6 separate lines, begging whoever is behind the camera to please leave, to run, she suddenly goes silent, and the silence lingers. It feels wrong. And during those silent moments, Tara changes. Her outfit shifts to an all-black ensemble, and she begins looking around the room with this blank, unfocused searching. Like she's confused, maybe even lost, completely unaware of her surroundings, but still silent. Where did her voice go? Then, with no warning, the footage flips upside down. Or rather, the entire video itself seems to be rotated, with some sort of editing effect around her, almost like a cloud. Continuing this roller coaster of cinematography, we're pulled into 12 seconds of zooming into an unmarked clearing in the woods, with no explanation and no context. Just as abruptly as it began, the video seems to snap back. Tara is upright again, dressed in her previous clothing, and continues to sing as if nothing ever happened. No break, no acknowledgement, no glitch. Like she never stopped. This, however, is where our bad ending begins. The leading story was grim. Whoever created Tara wasn't just a talented engineer. They were someone far ahead of their time. Talented enough to build a singing animatronic with early voice synthesis long before Hatsune Miku hit the scene. But the internet decided that their talents extended in a vastly different direction. That's right, just like Pygmalion, he would use Tara as a twisted muse. The theory claims that he dressed her in the victim's last known outfits, forcing her to reenact their final moments in a grotesque parody of life, even incorporating their last pleading words into the lyrics, leaving Tara to perform a hollow mockery of existence. And according to the most extreme version of the theory, in this video, whoever was behind the camera was brazen enough to reveal where he hid the bodies. Once the internet caught on, the video erupted into infamy, gaining traction from all sorts of visitors. However, at the exact same time, Creepyblog went dark, never to post again, thus bringing the mystery to even greater heights. That's pretty much it on the story of I Feel Fantastic, one of the first iconic mysteries on the internet using YouTube as a catalyst. This story even has transcended into other media, even as recent as 2022. Shows like Smiling Friends and Broadcast Signal Intrusion features the story of Tara in some way or another.
What is this thing? Throw this away.
I can't, man. It's not mine. I'm just holding onto it for my uncle until he gets out of the hospital.
Hello, handsome.
Ew.
Of course, none of these theories were ever proven, but that never stopped the internet. As for what I think, well, I believe that Tara will always have a place in internet history. The mixture of unnerving and uncanny wrapped up in a box of found footage aesthetics makes for a compelling mystery. A package like that can really let the mind run wild about what it all means. And the longer a mystery keeps you in that state of what if, the better the story becomes. There is still one mystery I'm stuck on right now, and that's how to get the YouTube algorithm to work. So, if you enjoyed the video, I would really appreciate if you could like and subscribe. It would genuinely mean the world to me. What internet mystery should I dig up next? Drop your favorites in the comments and I'll add them to the series. Until the next broadcast, I wish you a good ending.